Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mitha Ariestyana I'm from class V552, and in this occasion I would like to explain my mind mapping that is about language disorder. And what is language disorder? Language disorder or language impairment are disorders that involve the processing of linguistic information. Problems that may be experienced can involve grammar, semantic, or other aspect of language. This problem may be receptive and expressive. And receptive involving impaired language comprehension and expressive involving language production, or a combination of both. Example include specific language impairment and aphasia, among others. Language disorder can affect both spoken and written language and can also affect sign language. Typically, all form of language will be impaired. And first, I want to explain about receptive language disorder. Receptive language disorder is the understanding of language input. Receptive language means the ability to understand and comprehend language heard or read. A receptive language disorder is an impairment in the comprehension of a spoken, written, gestural, or other symbol system. It also affects the social and academical life. And the second one, I want to explain about expressive language disorder. Expressive language disorder is a communication disorder which there are difficulties with spoken or written expression. Expressive language is most simply the output of language. This includes not only words but also the grammar rules that indicate how words are combined into phrases, sentence, and paragraph, as well as the use of gesture and facial expression. And the next, communication disorder. A communication disorder is any disorder that affects somebody's ability to communicate. The delays and disorder can range from simple sound substitution to the ability to understand or use one native language. And language disorder have many types. There is sensory impairments, apraxia, dyslexia, dysgraphia, stuttering, Down syndrome, autism, and ADHD. And the first I want to explain about sensory impairments. There are two types of sensory impairments. The first is blindness, the second one is deafness. The blindness, a link between communication skill and visual impairment with children who are blind is currently being investigated. And the second one is deafness or frequent ear infection. Trouble with hearing during language acquisition may lead to spoken language problem. Children who suffer from frequent ear infection may temporarily develop problem pronouncing words correctly. And next, apraxia. Apraxia is general term. It can cause problem in parts of the body such as arm and legs. Apraxia of speech is a motor speech disorder. It is caused by damage to the part of the brain related to speaking. And people with apraxia of speech have trouble sequencing the sound in syllable and words. The severity depends on the nature of the brain damage. And symptoms of apraxia, there is a difficulty imitating speech sound, difficulty imitating non-speech movement, oral apraxia, such as sticking out their tongue, grouping when trying to produce sound. The next is dyslexia. Dyslexia of developmental reading disorder is characterized by difficulty with learning to read fluently and with accurate comprehension despite normal or above average intelligence. And next is dysgraphia. Dysgraphia is a deficiency in ability to write, primarily in terms of handwriting, but also in terms of coherence. Dysgraphia is a transcription disability, meaning that it is a writing disorder association with impaired handwriting. Orthographic coding and finger sequencing. And the next is stuttering. Stuttering is a speech disorder in which sound, syllable, or word are repeated or prolonged, disrupting the normal flow of speech. And the last is ADHD. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's one of the most common childhood disorder and can continue through adolescence and adulthood. I think that is enough for my explanation. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.